Ernest accidentally unleashes an ugly troll that plots to transform children into wooden dolls in the town of Briarville, Missouri. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Ernest Scared Stupid. This movie came out back in 1991. Unfortunately, it had no wins, no nominations for awards, which is a shame. I'll get to in a bit. And the main cast is Jim Varney, Orsa Kitt, Austin Nagler, Shay Astor, Jonas Muscatolo, John Cadenhead, Bill Bilge, Richard Wolfe, Nick Victory, Alec Clapper, Stephen Morion, Daniel Butler, Esther Houston, Larry Black, Denise Hicks, Melanie Wheeler, Jackie Welch, and Mark Delaball. Oh, wait. So yeah, it's a shame it did not win any awards. And before I get into all the aspects of this movie, I do want to say I have seen other people throughout the years that reviewed this movie. I just never have. And I'm so glad that I'm finally getting to it because it's one of my favorites. And hearing how other people feel about this movie, it should have won something. Or at least been nominated. Anyhow, I just saw this one for like a billionth time. I watch this movie at least once a year. Once a year. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Let's go over everything, shall we? So, is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? So, let's start off with... Sorry, everyone. Let's start off with... probably like the weakest thing about this movie, which is the cast. And it's not just bash Jim Varney. I think Jim Varney was the best one though. He did a great job. Great job playing Ernest as usual. It's the other actors in this that didn't do all that good. No. For the most part, and to be honest, I think it was the kid actors. Besides Jim Varney, it was the kid actors that were the next best thing. Pretty much. Yeah. And throughout the movie, some of the kid actors, some of them were actually good at times. Really good. And at other times, not so much. And the actors that played the adults, the parents type thing, yeah, no. They were just crap. They were garbage. And, oh my god, I can't get over how bad they were. Yeah. Yeah. But, anyhow, that's what I think is the weakest part of this movie. The cast. This could have been even better if they had worked on that. And I don't know who's to blame. Is it the actors or the director? Which is John R. Cherry LaSword. It could be a mix of both, too. A mix of both. Anyhow, going on to the graphics. Let's go to the graphics. I think that was probably the best thing about this movie was the graphics for its time. 1991, amazing. Amazing. Especially the graphics, the costume and the graphics on the costume, if you will, of what was the bad guy in this. I don't want to spoil I don't want to spoil what happens. I don't want to spoil what happens. That's not me. That's not me. But it's so hard not to. So I'm trying to find a way to say it was very good without saying too much about what's in this as the bad guy. But yeah, no, I think the bad guy, the graphics, the costume per se was just great. It was awesome. It was awesome. Probably the best thing about this movie. Oh wait, so they placed this under false comedy, family, fantasy, horror movie. Yeah, horror movie. Is there a skill factor? If you were like me and saw this as a kid, you might be mortified by certain things. Yeah, I'd say there's a skill factor though. It didn't really scare me this time, and like I said, it's probably because I've grown up with so many horror movies. By this time, it's just null to me for the most part. Some movies still scare me, but not many. Really, not many. So going on to the last thing that I need to talk about, which is the story. The plot. Not to say that it's great, good, or bad, but the plot is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But that being said, it's also... I wouldn't say it's good, but it's interesting. It's not bad. It's like in between. It's interesting. Is what it is. Yeah. And the way that it's written, I think, is the next best thing about this movie. Yes, it could have been written better, but that being said, what was supposed to be intended for this, they actually did a very good job with the writing aspect of it. They really, really did. It could have been so much better in the writing aspect, but it was still very well done. And it's comedy. I did say it was a comedy movie. Is there comedic parts? Yes. Oh my god, yes. It had me laughing a lot of times throughout this time. And every single time that I've watched it, I've kind of laughed my head off at certain things. Yeah. Right, so I've talked about everything. IMDb with other users combined gives this movie a 5.8 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts? Like I said before, I saw a lot of people throughout the years review this movie. James Wolfe, aka the Angry Video Game Nerd, but in this case he would be known as James Wolfe. He did a review on this as well. He's the one that sticks out to me the most, and everyone, including him, actually praised this movie. And you know what? I agree. I praise this movie. I wouldn't give it a 9 because there's so many places where they could have done this so much better. But that being said, I still love this movie. So my rating, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's my rating. Amazing, entertaining movie, and it could have been, if they had worked on certain things, it could have been even better. Oh yes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you loved this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love comments whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.